Good morning and welcome to Cappin at the Spa 2020. I'm Saratoga Geeze and we're recording live from Quivik Drive in sunny and hot Saratoga Springs. We also have a nice audience with us today. Say hello, folks. Hey, all right. All out here to have a good day, and we got two of our favorite handicappers on the show today. We've got Exact the Box Bobby. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Saratoga Geeze, ready for a big meet.
All right, beautiful. And we have Daily Double Dan.
I'm doing well.
He's doing well. Proper use of the English language. We like that. As we're ready today, before we have 5 selections for you today, but certainly we would be remiss if we didn't mention, the pandemic and the situation up here where we're not allowed to have fans at the track. Very disappointing. Ourselves and our group, we have a beautiful spot by the horse path up near the top of the stretch, and probably there 25 times a year. So it's a big disappointment not being able to go there. But the bottom line is, it's about the races, it's about picking winners, it's about opportunities. We're doing some renovations in our backyard here to make it horse racing friendly. You see all our bobbleheads here. We have a beautiful green bench, replica of out at the front of the track, so we'll be standing on it to watch on our new outdoor TV. So we're doing some things. We'll give you a little tour once we finish up all the projects, but maybe you'll get invited to Quivik Drive if you play your cards right. With no further ado, let's get to it. Race 2, Daily Double Dan.
All right, I'm only doing one selection today, so going to go a little deep into this one. So second race, allowance 50,000 for horses which have never won 2 races, going a mile and a 16th on the turf. First thing I notice here are some beatable favorites. The one horse at 4 to 5 hasn't won his last 5 races. Doesn't really seem like he's improving much, running pretty steady each race, and he's a closer. And then the 3 horse just won for the first time last out in his 14th race, and again, a deep closer. So I'm looking for someone out on the pace here, a more lightly raced horse who has some upside. So I do think the 4 has a chance. I'll be playing him, Battalion. Steadily improving with Bill Mott, won his last race out, likes to sit on or near the pace. But my pick of the day is going to be the 6, Catch That Party. Going second time out for Carlos Martin. Won his first race in a 12-horse field, breaking his maiden. He went off at 5 to 1. Not too common for Carlos Martin, first timer, to be getting bet like that, so that was a good sign. And he won the race. Sat on the front, right off the lead, came, closed, pretty convincing win, looked like he was much the best horse. And now he's stretching out, second time out. The horse that he beat, our Troubadour, also came back and won his next race, which helped to validate that race a little bit. So I'll be playing both the 4 and the 6 with Catch That Party, my main pick of the day, looking to beat the favorites there in race 2.
All right, excellent. We'd also be remiss if we didn't mention, we're going to miss Saratoga Santa, we're going to miss Edmund, our favorite man in the bathroom. We're going to miss Derek, security guard. We're going to miss DeMar, who
That's
handles
right.
Gate B, I believe
Gate
it is.
security, yeah.
Gate security at Gate B. Our pals Charlie, Jude out front, who we met at the Breeders' Cup. And of course, Mr. Brown, Chad Brown's father and family, who sit right next to us. So shout out to them. And we're going to miss you all. We'll see if we can get you back here. Let's go to race 4. I'm going to make a selection in race 4. It's a claiming 32 at 6 furlongs. Nondescript type of field of 7 horses here. The 1 horse is the morning line favorite at 6 to 5. Has not run in 7 months. I certainly think we can beat this horse. He's running some small stakes races and is dropping down. There's a lot of speed in the race. The 1, the 3, the 6, and the 7 all have speed. So I'm looking to take a shot with the 4 horse, No Deal at 6 to 1, trained by Chris Engelhardt. Horse is 4 wins and 14 starts on a fast track, 0 for 5 in the mud, and 0 for 8 on grass. So clearly this is where this horse wants to run. Hasn't run since February, but had run 10 times in 2019, all throughout the year, and then January and February, coming off a 2nd place finish, and took 5 months off, which I think was really needed for this horse. The 5-year-old mare, coming back off a layoff. Engelhardt's at 20%, 24% at sprints and in claimings. So we're hoping he can sit off the pace. Jose Lescano, pick up the pieces at 6 to 1. And I couldn't even tell you who's going to be second. We're probably going to just take him and maybe throw a wheel there because there's just, anybody else could run up there. But we're hoping the speed falls apart and No Deal picks up the pieces. Let's go to Bobby, who's got a selection in race 7.
Yeah, so race 7 is going to be a dirt sprint first level allowance. My selection is going to be the 5 horse, Kusina, for Bill Mott. and John Velazquez 6-1 on the morning line. This horse has run on turf in his past several starts, now switching back to the dirt, which if you look back to the first couple starts of his career, I think might be his preferred surface. So excited to get this horse back on the dirt, and I think some of the favorites here are a little dubious. We've got the one horse here, Yaupon, second time out for Steve Asmussen, won his first race, but he's going to have to run faster to be competitive in this field. The two horse, Binkster, is a hard-knocking New York bred, but doesn't really show his talent whenever he tries to step into open company. Then you have the three horse, Blind Willie McTell for Linda Rice. Really had no excuse for that February race at Aqueduct. Need to see it once, need to see him get back to that early career form before I hop on with him. So I'm going to look for a different horse, the 5 Cucina, to hopefully sit a nice outside stalking trip and come up and catch the favorites at the end.
All right, excellent. I'm going to give you a quick thought in the 8th race, and we're going to go with Bobby to wrap it up. 8th race is a mile and an eighth, claiming 25. No horse in this race wants to go a mile and an eighth. I looked and looked and looked. Not one horse has a win at the distance. If you watch the last 2 days at Saratoga, they're crawling to the finish line in these mile and an eighth races. These are really mile and 16th horses who really don't want to go this far. And it's been closers that have come and won. So I'm going to take a shot with my old pal, Shalako. 10-1, 7 horse for Rudy Rodriguez. Hasn't run in 3 or 4 months, which I think is good. In 2019, the first 2 starts of the year, ran first and third his first 2 times out. So I think a freshening is just what this horse needs. It's a 7-year-old, has run fairly well at a mile and 3/8 and a mile and 5/16. So I know he can potentially get the distance if he's ready. Flowers for Lisa, Hammer and Hammer. There's early speed in this race. It's really a bizarre race where anybody can win. So I figure we're going to take a 10-1 shot with Shalako and see if we can relive some old memories. We picked him on this show 3 or 4 years ago and had a nice win. We're going to try to relive that. Let's go to Bobby to wrap it up. Race 9.
All right, so race 9 is an upper level allowance going long on the turf, mile and a 16th. Really good race, a lot of quality horses, really attracted a stakes quality field here. Probably, in my opinion, the best race of the day, at least from a betting perspective. My pick's going to be the one horse here, Red Right Hand, 12-1 on the morning line for Tom Morley and John Velazquez. This horse here is second off a layoff, ran last out going a mile and an eighth and got a little tired late, which I think is pretty understandable. Now he's shortening up a little bit to a mile and a 16th, which based on his past form, I think really hits him right in his wheelhouse. That's his favorite distance. So I really like that. He has a very versatile racing style. He can be on the lead and win on the lead, but in this case, with a couple other big speed horses in the race, the 2 and the 4, I think the 1 can sit right off of them and get first jump on those deep closers. The 6 and the 7, Set Piece and Digital Age, they're legitimate favorites. I'm not against them. They're going to be coming late. But I just think in a race like this, where a lot of horses have been running about the same buyer figure, I'm going to look to take a shot with a longer price horse, so 12-1 here on Red Right Hand. Hope he can get first jump on Set Piece and Digital Age and hold him off at the end.
Excellent, excellent. And just a reminder, this will be Saratoga Geeze on the YouTube channel. Look it up, subscribe, and we're also on Twitter at Cappin at the Spa. Cappin at the Spa. So, Monmouth also has 3 or 4 stakes races today on Haskell Day, so we may tweet out something there, so keep an eye out, and let's hope today is your day. And thanks to the crowd.
Woo!